Hey Birchouse friends, welcome back. So we didn't do a Hey Birchouse last week because we had a massive thunderstorm that tore a couple massive branches off of my tree in the backyard. And they fell on a power line and ripped it out of the house. And between jumping through hoops with AEP and an electrician to get my power back on, I just didn't have time to film and edit a Hey Birchouse. So we're back again this week and I'm so excited. Now this week's question comes from my youngest son, who asked me where I learned to do woodworking. And I thought it was such a good question that I would just turn it into a Hey Birchouse. So I am self-taught. I have no formal training. I've never taken on an apprenticeship. I've never worked in carpentry. In fact, I went to college for culinary arts, and for a little over a decade, I was a chef. I was the executive chef of a seafood restaurant in Lancaster. I was a kitchen manager in several places. I've been a cook, and spent a long time as a chef. And the thing about the culinary world, is very intensive. You commit your life to it. It's a lot of hours, a lot of weekends, a lot of holidays. When I was an executive chef, I was working 15 hours a day, 6 days a week. So it's a lot. And I didn't want to do it. So I left that world and for a time was a house husband. And while I was a house husband, my wife is a massage therapist, Mrs. Birchouse. And I began to develop this hobby of woodworking. And I knew nothing about woodworking, so I had all the wrong tools. I had a handsaw and a hammer. But beyond that, I didn't have any of the right tools. I had a grinder that I used to shape wood and try and get the right shape or design I wanted. It totally not the right tool. I knew nothing. And slowly through reading books and watching YouTube videos, and my dad is a handyman, and I picked up tips and tricks through him, and through immersing myself in the art of woodworking. I'm self-taught, and every time I would buy a tool, or I'd get a tool that was the right tool for the job, it'd be like, oh my god, that's so much easier than what I've been doing. And so I just am it just started as a hobby, and I just taught myself how to do it. And I'm ever the student. I'm always learning. I still probably don't use the right tools for everything. I find creative solutions for, if I don't have the right tool, I have creative solutions for it. But I'm ever the student. I'm always learning, which, by the way, kids, you should be doing anyway. You should never be satisfied with what you've learned. You should go out and learn more. But anyway, yeah, that's the answer. I have no formal training. I'm self-taught. I'm sorry for the long story, but that was a great question. If you ever have a question for Birchouse, comment below with "Hey Birchouse, ask," and we'll answer in a future video. In the meantime, we'll see you all next Wednesday.